Politicians and local officials react to a major decision from the Supreme Court. Alabama can now use the congressional map favoring Republicans in the upcoming elections, effectively blocking a lower court ruling that the redistricting plan intentionally dilutes the black vote. That ruling Fox 54 shared with you last night. The justices granting an emergency appeal filed by Secretary of State Wes Allen in a 6-3 ruling. Back in 2023, the Supreme Court ruled in Milligan versus Allen that Alabama's proposed congressional map violated the Voting Rights Act by packing black voters into a single district, diluting their voting power. The court forced the state to draw a new map featuring a second majority black district. But last month's ruling in Louisiana versus Calais changed everything, calling into question which map can be used in this year's state elections. And just last Friday, a federal appeals court ruled that the state can use its 2021 state Senate map with only one majority black district. Yesterday's ruling leads Alabama to the special election, which will be held for the state's 1st, 2nd, 6th, and 7th congressional districts. We spoke with Alabama Secretary of State Wes Allen, who says the process of changing Alabama's congressional map was years in the making, and he's now looking ahead to the special election.
I don't see anything holding us up between now and the August 11th special election. It's been a long process. It's been years in the making, this fight to make sure we could use the congressional maps, the congressional districts that were drawn by our elected representatives. So we're extremely pleased that we can use that 6-1 map that was passed by the Alabama legislature.
Yesterday's ruling has led to mixed reactions from Democratic and Republican leaders. In a statement to Fox 54, Alabama Republican Party Chairman Scott Stadthagen celebrated the decision, calling it a significant victory for state Republicans, saying, quote, "With its ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court has righted a judicial wrong, yanked power away from unaccountable federal judges, and placed it once again firmly in the hands of Alabamians, where it belonged all along," end quote. Meanwhile, the Alabama House Democratic Caucus condemned the Supreme Court's decision, with Alabama House Minority Leader Anthony Daniels saying he plans to continue fighting, saying, quote, "This is plain evidence as to why your vote matters. The path forward is to restore and then strengthen the protections of the Voting Rights Act. Until that happens, we will not rest and will continue to fight for our rights," end quote. Governor Kay Ivey also called a special primary election for state Senate districts 25 and 26 centered around Montgomery. But according to the voting advocacy group Lift Our Vote, it's caused some confusion for residents across the state who wonder if their vote from May 19th actually counts. Jessica Barker with Lift Our Vote says the runoffs later this month are still on for North Alabama.
We're hearing people across the entire state are like, does that mean that our votes from May 19th are thrown out now? And no, that is not the case. It only impacts those 2 special districts that have this special election on August 11th. For everyone else, your votes from May 19th still counts, and we still have runoffs on June 16th, and we still show up again on the general elections on November 3rd.
Barker also says it's critical to get out and vote during the runoff elections. Find out who's on that ballot at alabamavotes.gov.